Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching the Vampire Diaries. This is episode 1 of season 6. Now, if you've seen the finale of season 5, you will know that I have to rep Team Damon in this episode because I do not know what happened to my boy. I do not know what happened to Bonnie. They was literally stood there, they held hands, they was looking up. Boom, big white flash, and they are gone, mate. We had a white ending, not a black ending. And if I was you guys watching this when it first aired the first time, I would have been pulling this hair right out, throwing it everywhere, ripping it up on the internet, reading all the conspiracies, all the fan theories. You know, literally, I would be stressing. I can't believe that I can click into the next episode, lucky me, but you guys would have to wait like a whole month, a whole year. You know, like literally stressing your back out. So I feel sorry for you in those times, but I'm going to find out what happened to them today. You know, interesting way to end the last season. I've got to say, I did enjoy it. But as we did end the last season, in this episode, we're going to review our most liked and disliked characters of season 5. And also, someone on the Patreon did request, I think it was Bex Fangirl, she said to put a poll in the description for our most liked and disliked season up until this point. Great idea. That is what we've done. Patreon, you've probably seen it in the description already, but YouTube, you can go into the YouTube description and get voting on your favourite season so far. So lots of polls going on. Hopefully you guys like it. You know, it's good to interact and see what other members of the community like. And yeah, I'm going to jump into the reviewing. If you guys don't want to really watch any of this and you want to watch the video, I'll try and put a timestamp down here for you guys on YouTube, but we'll go over there and we'll see what everybody votes like on Patreon. And now it's me in the future. Just to let you know that the first section is going to be the Patreon votes, and then I'm going to jump into the YouTube votes now that you guys obviously have finished the season. So you're going to get a good comparison of what the Patreon thinks and then the full overall vote of the YouTube combined. So there'll be two interesting ones. You know, you might have one winner on Patreon and then the YouTube one dives in and then it literally changes it. So yeah, first it's going to be Patreon and then we're going to boom right into the combined YouTube votes as well. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. Our most liked character of season 5. Now, this is a tough one for me. Because, yeah, I really do like how Damon progressed as a character. Again, he literally progressed loads towards the back end of the season. When we met Enzo, he told him that he was not good for Elena, and he actually went to Elena and told him that they wasn't right for each other. And then, you know, he went on a killing spree, you know. He went to kill Darren Whitmore. We found out that he'd been killing all of their family for the past 60 years, which I actually really enjoyed, you know. Many people probably dislike that, but I think it stays true to Damon's character. It was great. Him and Elena was breaking up, acting like a married couple. He was saying, I can't be around you, you know, I love you too much, I can't stand seeing your face, can't be around you, can't be friends if you're not going to be mine. And I think he was acting like a proper good couple, me. And then obviously at the very end, he sacrificed himself for Stefan. I think he sacrificed himself for Stefan anyway. He martyred himself. He chose to go in there. He chose to smash his car into the shop and blow it all up. And he was on the other side. And sadly, he got stuck, like I said in the intro. And him and Bonnie ended up passing into a bliss, or whatever you'd like to call it. White light flash and gone. And we don't know what's happened to them. And you know what? I think because of that reason, yeah, I think I am going to pick Damon. Now, I've obviously got my Damon shirt on, and obviously everyone's probably going to be hating me in the comments for it. But if it wasn't Damon, it would be Nina Dobrev. I've got to say, I think this season she had another amazing season. Last season I picked I picked Elena as my favourite. The first 11 episodes, Catherine Human was my favourite in this season. And then she started stressing me out as Catherine Vampire with all the bad things that she was doing to Damon. She broke his heart, but then we got some good... You know, we got some good episodes after that from Damon. I think that's where he shot up in his character, and I think that he's progressed so much. I know people may dislike that, but I have to give credit to two people. Nina Dobrev, right? You've had a great season. You played so many characters, and you deserve the credit that you warrant. Honestly, you put in a great effort. Paul Wesley as well. You've put in another amazing effort. It's not Stefan, it's Paul Wesley. You played both of these, and I enjoyed the total difference between them. One of them was like cocky, had crap jokes, you know. He was, but you know what, right? His jokes are actually hilarious, even though they was crap. And I just enjoy Paul Wesley this season. I had to put their names in there because I think that they played so good that they had to get it in. But to me, Damon picks up right at the very end. He literally he stole it. Him and Enzo, once they come in, I think they literally stole it. It was really good. So I'm going to pick Damon, but it is a very tough one for me. Boom. There's the results. Look at that. Damon. So he is out. He's got 10 votes. I like the mix that we've got here. You know, we've actually got a vote for Damon, Bonnie, Caroline, Nina, Silas, Stefan, Paul Wesley, you know, Enzo, Catherine, Elena, and Nadia. Nadia's got one. Possibly because she... Do you know what? Nadia was okay. I really liked her as a character, actually. I'm gutted that they killed her. I don't know why they decided to kill Nadia. I thought she had good potential. She had a good connection with Matt. You know, give him a girlfriend. Just make them a little bit more relevant. You don't have to be, like, in the show 100 percent every episode, but, you know, just make her a bit more relevant. So, I mean, pretty good that she's gone. But I do like the mix of Caroline and Bonnie and Damon up at the top there. I think everyone picked Damon just because of what I just detailed in the intro there, that it could be his end to the show. He's also done a lot of things that was good towards the end of his relationship with Elena, and the way he acted out when he first met Enzo, when he went out on a killing spree with killing Aaron Whitmore. And then obviously I do enjoy the fact that he took out his whole family tree as well. It's amazing, even though people think it's absolutely savage. And then, do you know what? It's interesting that if you look on here, that Silas, Stefan, and Paul Wesley all got a single vote, but not all of them gone to Paul Wesley. Do you know what I mean? I if I was going to pick any of them, I would have put it on Paul Wesley. But you know, that's the way. What would you say? The cookie crumbles, and that's the way everyone's voted, and it's very interesting. So 25 people have voted for that. Okay, so here we are in the future. You just seen then, after 25 votes, that was the answer. Now I believe we're on like 68 votes, and we're going to reveal the total combined. Now YouTube have had their say, so let's dive into it. I'm not obviously going to vote mine again. I'm just going to press results, and boom, there you go. There is the full true YouTube and Patreon combined votes. Now you guys obviously... I've sided with YouTube with the Patreon, and Damon's absolutely smashed it. Like it's not even a contest. Now I kind of like looking at this that someone's give Someone's give Tyler a vote. That is well interesting. It's a good mix. If you take Damon out, absolute good mix. Bonnet, I know it's only one vote between Bonnie and Caroline, but Bonnet is an underrated character. She literally slides under the radar and helps the team. So it's interesting, you know. We had the Patreon side, and you guys obviously pretty much followed the same suit. So that's good to see. Let's jump into the most disliked characters now. Here it's so obvious, isn't it? Like, do we even have to talk about this? If everyone's not picked Wes, then I have no idea what's going on here. So there we go. Wes is my person that we are picking. And let's go vote. Boom. There is the results. Wes has got 12 votes. 26 people have voted on this one. And 25. More people have voted on the dislikes, which is interesting. But Wes, you know, out there with 12. I don't blame every single person for voting that. Tyler is an interesting one. I wouldn't have thought Tyler would have been up there, especially like with the different things that happened in the season. I can understand why Catherine Vampire's up there, because she done bad things to Damon, didn't she? Once she took over Elena's body, it was just like, let's go break up with Damon, let's try and get with Stefan, let's push Elena away, because we didn't get the actual real Elena. So I can understand why people picked Catherine, but you know what? Catherine is a great character. Her death episode, well, when she first jumped into Elena, when everyone was doing shots and was reminiscing and all the stuff she's done, has been a massive character in the entire Vampire Diaries series. So I'm going to give you a clap, because you deserve it, because you've been great. But in terms of the person I dislike the most in this season, it is definitely Wes. He done my absolute tree in, and I'm glad he won the vote. But again, fantastic mix, and you know what? I can tell why these two possibly got one, because she was okay introduced, got a little bit annoying, and kept these two exactly the same. Come in decent, a little bit annoying, but it was good to be there. So I'm enjoying the mix. So well done, everybody. And now we're back again. Future me, most disliked characters getting checked out now. Now the YouTube have had their say. Who do you think? Do we think it's still going to be Wes? I think it is. I think he's going to absolutely smash it out of the park. But I do think that Catherine Vampire is going to be quite high up there as well. So let's press the results. And just Wes again. Like, that stayed the same. As I can't remember exactly how it was. Oh, Catherine Human. Oh yeah, Catherine Human, she was human, wasn't she? But it's got confused then. But yeah, look at that, mate. It's literally the same. The top three stayed exactly the same. Very interesting. And yeah, do you know, Damon ran away with it. Wes ran away with it. Now I'm hoping next season that we get a more tougher one. You know, where it's dead close, where you get a bad hair, but you actually like them. It's going to be good. So there we currently are. It's good, that reflection. Patreon side, YouTube side. There was a long introduction, but hopefully it's all worth it and you guys enjoy it. And then we've got, I'm not going to vote for these yet because I like to do my votes just like I just did then when I'm reviewing yours. But we've got our the worst one. You can pick out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we've got our most, the one that we like the most, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now to me, this one's a lot harder than the first one, and I'm just going to put it out there straight away. It's out of these two. I have no idea which one I'm going to pick. I'm going to struggle. I'm not going to watch any recaps. I'm just going to go with the flow and pick one when I do it. And then when we go to season 8 and we do a final one at the very end, I'll go back and I'll fine tune it down and watch some recaps. But right now, off the top of my head, them two are tied me and I can't pick. So let's dive into today's video. It's going to be the first episode, like I said, of season 6. Hopefully it's a great season. Hopefully Damon's not gone and Bonnie's not gone. After watching that, I'm definitely thinking they're coming back. They're not writing them off. So let's go into today's episode.
Go out there and check it out.
You asked to fall out? Nah, he's not letting his girlfriend go out there. Who is it? Is it Enzo?
Hey, I got the lantern. Forbes.
The Teasel's then.
I thought you were a serial killer.
Like, for real, Sheriff Forbes? You got nothing better to do than to bust us for a couple of beer cans? Jesse?
Yeah, imagine that.
Look up!
Oh, it's a woman. Is it Elena? I don't know. Mad. Imagine she's gone Ripper mode because Damon's gone.
Sophomore year. I guess this is the year you're supposed to pick a major and start carving out your path in life.
Mr. Weatherly complains of chest pain and shortness of breath. Can anyone tell me what tests we run?
A pulmonary angiogram provides a clear picture of the blood flow in the arteries of the lungs.
Good. Someone's right ahead. Remember that. You'll need that in 3 years.
I was impressed.
Okay, so maybe I spent the day observing. Some of us are still getting the hang of the whole drinking other people's blood thing.
Want some?
All right, I had some on the way over.
An ancient witch turned me into a vampire, or that 4 months ago I rose from the dead?
In Alaric's defense, he couldn't exactly compel himself a job back at the high school.
Did we see Alaric change? Because that has just gone boom over my head, mate. I've not seen him for so long. That's excited me. You get in there, mate. Alaric vampire. Also, what is sophomore? Like, we don't have these words in England. Like, what is that last year of school? And I'm guessing freshman sounds quite obvious, like fresh. It sounds like an undergrad, so to speak, like your first year. Is that what it is? And sophomore's your last?
Everything in Mystic Falls is still off limits to anyone with fangs.
Good move, Donovan. Proving once again that self-defense is the best offense.
Let's talk about Stefan. Last I heard, he was chasing some lead to some witch that could contact the dead. We haven't spoken in months.
Mechanic.
He's grieving. He lost so much, but we're all getting through it in our own way.
To sign the lease to my new apartment.
On the border of a town that doesn't want you.
Now get your ass back here.
Caroline, I'm picking you up at your house at 6 p.m. sharp tomorrow.
I haven't exactly found a spell that can undo an anti-magic border per se.
You should go with them tomorrow. We have spent the entire summer together.
That's good though. Progression from when we first met them.
Sick of me. Elena clearly has taken up residency on planet Denial, where football is more important than her boyfriend being swept away into oblivion. Every time I mention Damon, it's like nothing ever happened.
2 kids were admitted to the hospital with suspicious wounds on their necks.
Oh, not dead.
Listen, consider Elena's offer, okay? Mystic Falls isn't going anywhere.
Right, okay, so the Travellers, they done that spell, didn't they? Now, which side can the vampires not do vampire stuffy things on inside Mystic Falls, but if they stay on the edge, they're back to fully fledged? Does that make sense? So like here, Caroline's outside of Mystic Falls, so she's a full vampire and she could jib around. But if she walks on that side of the sign where Sheriff is here, she loses her abilities. Is that right? I'm just trying to get it, because I don't want to start going further into the episodes and waffling something that's totally not true.
Hey, don't forget your basket.
Oh, there you go. Don't matter. It's answered me.
The worst thing that could possibly happen actually did. Anyway, that was my day. What was yours?
Wait, what's going on? I've got loads of questions, me. Sorry, how's she seen him? Yeah, is it the witches giving her these herbs?
Therefore, the study of the occult.
Oh, he's got flappy ears, hasn't he?
Today, we're going to discuss it as it relates to resurrection. Is there something funny, Liv?
More like ironic.
This is on the topic.
Sorry, princess. Just trying to check what page we're on.
Church is going to be the resurrection of the flesh.
Lady, you know I could smell that, right?
Teaching a class full of kids who all look like blood sausages to me. Now put that away.
Look at it. It's so good.
Oh no, I'll be quick. Luke, it was your idea that I see him again, remember? I'm sorry that I'm the reason your boyfriend is dead.
It's time to return to reality.
Look, I'm fine. I'm by my place by 5, okay?
Elena.
Thank you.
Just checking in to see if your contact panned out yet.
Still working on it.
Keep me posted. Let me know how it goes. You already read all that.
Cover to cover.
Ancient witchcraft.
I read it.
How about it?
So how's Stefan?
He's okay.
How often do you talk to him?
A couple times a week.
Damon and Bonnie died and he just left. I actually convinced myself that he couldn't accept my call.
Why isn't Jeremy answering his phone? No, you can hear me. Get your butt off that couch and do something productive.
Or what, you gonna come here and make me? This is it, huh? Video games, random girls, drop by noon every day. But you need to start living your life again. Joining the community protection squad? But Caroline's working on a way to reverse all that. So it's only a matter of time before we're dealing with all the problems that come along with vampires again.
I thought you were coming over at 5.
I know you did. I can't help you anymore. Elena, you're going through this stuff like crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not a drug pusher.
I know you have more.
Elena, stop.
Where is it?
Look at you.
Where is it? I kind of want to set up Rick with Joe from the hospital. I mean, we both know that he has a soft spot for the sexy doctor type.
Can I ask why there's not a Bennett witch in the back? Can't Luke whip up a batch of herbs and Bonnie flavor? Just know that Bonnie would agree with Luke. Last thing you would do is conjure up someone's gonna tell you the truth.
Technically, you were dead when we met.
Good point.
Oh, that is funny.
Now, I'm just gone. Watch it, dick.
Sorry. Still working out the kinks of being human.
Are you sure somebody with your anger issues should be drinking at all this close to a full moon?
It's under control.
Good.
I fancies her, Tyler.
As the only sober person here, trust me when I tell you this, Tyler, that girl, so not into you.
That is so nice, Larry.
You want to grab dinner? There's that crab shack on the harbor you want to check out. Come on, we've been hanging out for 2 months now. I don't know anything about you or your family. You tell me one thing about you, and I'll tell you one thing about me.
It took him so long to open up to Elena.
Your dad's a bit of a pain in the ass, but you graciously let him pay your rent.
Now tell me something I don't know about you.
I'm a vampire.
You're so annoying.
How interesting is this, mate?
The rest of the chaperones are huddled around the burger bar. I don't eat red meat. I look at blood all day. Because I work at the medical center, not because I'm a serial killer. Yeah.
You know, actually, I'm a germaphobe.
A germaphobe?
Yeah. Will you excuse me a second? Okay, so when I lost my human nature, I also lost my game.
He's ringing.
What's this?
Oh, Damon's not there, isn't it? It's funny.
Am I still in the Western Hemisphere?
Where are you headed?
Mystic Falls.
You're gonna kill her, just like you nearly killed the last one, the one before that.
Oh my God!
Caroline.
You can't get that.
Help! Help me, please! So you're the border lurker? Yeah, did you know my mom's been out looking for a vampire prowler?
The herbs Luke's been giving me, they make me so thirsty. They make me see Damon, and I can be with him, and...
God, is this what you've been doing this whole time?
I tried to grieve him, Caroline, but every time I let it sink in that I'm never gonna see him again.
There are better ways to get through this.
Having picnics with my mom near the town border, facing some false hope that we're gonna find a way to bring Damon and Bonnie back.
But you're not getting through it, Elena. You're just pressing pause. You need to get out of here and go hide.
You know what, right? She was saying there, Elena, that that's the way that she's been dealing with it, and she kind of not slagged it off, but she kind of like pushed what she's been doing and Stefan to the other side as if to say, oh, it's pointless, it's irrelevant. But technically, what Stefan and Caroline are doing, actually trying to find an end goal to help the mass of the vampires and maybe get a cure for Damon. So they're not wasting their time. She's dropped out to do something relevant to help everybody. Stefan's gone away, even though obviously it seems like he just left, but he's gone away to search for something that's going to help everybody again. Where Elena, she's dealing with it in her own way, which is fine. Like I said, everyone can deal with it their own way, but she kind of put them down what they're doing, as if to say it was pointless, when it actually isn't. It's actually really good what they're doing. They're trying to find an end goal. I knew she'd run to Matt. Matt's gonna hide her.
You have to help me. There was this girl, I saw her, and she bit me.
What the hell's going on here?
No, I saw her, this girl.
What happened? She hit a dog. It bit her. She was lost. She stopped at the store for directions. She had a dog and it bit her.
Oh, Sheriff, say the day.
This girl was attacked. I'm not sure we're getting the full story.
We'll get a statement as soon as she's been treated.
You didn't even ask her what happened.
All due respect, Trip. You run a volunteer community program.
Look here. Also, could you say, these brown bags here, right, do you actually have those in the US, brown bags? Because first of all, it's good for the environment because it's paper and it can be recycled. And second of all, we don't have them in the UK. We have plastic bags and we have to pay 10p now. It used to be 5. It's 10p for each bag, which you should do because it's not recyclable. That's interesting. Like, literally, is it a real thing? I've never actually seen it before, a brown paper bag when you're buying something. Come on, Stefan, answer it. Is it Caroline that's belling him up as well?
Hello?
I know it's been a really long time since we talked, but
Elena, hey.
I need you to tell me that you found something. I need you to give me hope and tell me that you're gonna find Damon and bring him back. How do you go about your day without falling apart? Clearly doing it wrong.
There's no right or wrong way, Elena.
I don't think I can live forever without him. You just said that you were looking for him.
I did. Then I realized it was pointless and that I needed to move on with my life. I mean, I said goodbye, Elena. I moved on.
Let's hope, fingers crossed, that he's lying to her there just to try and help her to actually, you know, instead of sitting around thinking about him all day, to try and help move on while he's on this side actually trying to do some digging. Because I've just bigged you up, Stefan, there. I literally did big you up, saying you was doing a good job as well as Caroline, and now you've come back and said this. We'll have to see how it goes.
Yeah, Luke Parker has been feeding her some concoction that allows her to hallucinate Damon. And she nearly killed a girl a day.
This makes no sense.
Living in a fantasy land. As long as Luke keeps playing witch doctor, she's not going to get any better.
Stop, please. Get back in the car. Stop. Sarah. I know you're scared, and I'm sorry that this happened to you, but all I can do is promise that it won't happen again. I've had my throat ripped open, my neck snapped. I've died and come back to life. I want to protect people like you.
I don't trust anyone.
That's probably wise.
Hey, have you seen Elena? She's not coming. Apparently, she's not in her right mind. Messing with Elena's brain? Does it help with the guilt, or are you just desperate for friends?
Oh, Tyler's going
Where's your
for
magic
it.
now, partner? What's wrong?
Knock it off! I get it, knock it off!
We got it under control, huh?
You want to tell me what that was about?
I like it. I love Alaric. Me, literally love him. She's becoming a druggie, ain't she? Is that Damon behind her again?
You can't be here. You're not even real. This is just my subconscious making me see what I want to see. You know I want to see you, Damon, but it makes me reckless. I hurt people.
You want to move on? Move on.
I never got to say thank you for saving Stefan and bringing back Alaric and Tyler.
Elena.
No, I'm not done yet. And I want to thank you for giving me everything I always wanted. The love that consumed me. And passion. There's nothing more I could ever want other than for it to last forever. This is the last time I'm gonna see you. This is goodbye, Damon. I have to let you go.
You're still holding on.
How long before you go running back to Luke?
I'm done. Don't do this, please.
You're gonna feel it forever.
No!
Tyler wants to go and kill someone, doesn't he?
Could you be more of a douchebag cliche? It's not Luke's fault that your friend's emotionally blackmailing him to fulfill whatever mental head case crap she's going through. But a lot of you got your lives back, too, because of me. Do me a favor and lay off my brother.
I'm sorry.
You actually have to tell Luke to his face.
Oh, I like that. Fucking, I do like that.
I was stronger than most people on this earth, and then it went away.
Why are you telling me this?
Because I want you to understand that I am trying to deal with it.
Why do you do that?
Trying to talk to you, and you just give me that look and walk away?
What would you like me to do, Tyler?
Fucking get in his room. He didn't even have to say it, I didn't know it.
Leaving another message about how today was not a good day. Everyone drifted apart. Elena's gone. I think she's so scared to accept what happened that she's become a completely different person. And if you ask me, Tyler's just hiding at Whitmore, pretending everything's fine, as if he can outrun his werewolf gene. Or Matt and Jeremy never leave Mystic Falls anymore. Nobody's doing anything about it.
Oh, that's a nice picture. Look how young he looks there.
We need each other. We need
to be together, Stefan. I'm not going to stop calling you until you pick up the phone. Tell me that you are going to help me.
We'll talk about it tomorrow when that crap's out of your system.
We never really talked about how you're dealing with all this.
I didn't have any awkward reunions to handle.
I meant the bloodlust.
I hate everything about being a vampire.
Me too. One day I discovered the good part. Promise that love could be eternal, which means for the rest of eternity, I'm gonna have a hole in my heart where he's supposed to be. If I'm ever gonna be able to fall in love again, I need you to do something, which means you can compel other vampires. And since I can't take away my vampirism, I want you to take away Damon. I want you to compel me to forget that I ever loved him.
I hope he says no me. Rick, right, was created from the original vampires, so he can compel vampires. What a big dog, mate. Love it. Absolutely love it. And do you know what, right? I've got to say, gives me hope that he's going to be in the seasons completely until we finish now. You're not going to give someone a fucking mint roll like that, are you? Some good, like, good powers back in the story, fan favourite. Not going to bring him in, give him all this and then rip him away, are we? Surely not. I'm really excited for Rick. I'm interested to see where this Stefan storyline's going. Like, literally, is he looking for the cure or something? Do you know what I mean? Is he looking to save Damon, or has he given up, like he said to Elena? Is this his new girlfriend, or is it something to just be there while he's literally, like, spiralling out? Do you know what I mean? Badly want him to be with Caroline. This introduction, what we've seen so far, is making me think that Caroline is going to be like the main person this season, or have a very good role, because everyone else seems to be spiraling and she seems to be on the ball, mate. Let's go, let's do this and this. I'm not letting anybody get out the way. And Matt seems to be on the ball as well, but in a different way. You know, he can't really do much, can he? He's a human, but he seems to be coping better than most people. Oh, I love a pancake. Oh, what? Smiley, mate.
Every day.
Oh, get in there. What's going on, mate? You're gonna end me like that? Show me Bonnie and Damon having like a husband and wife sitch, making breakfast with a smiley face every day, mate. You give me this, and every day I give him a paper. Mate, you ended it. Why are you doing this to me? That's gonna wrap up today's episode. Now, I gotta start at the end, mate. Fucking Damon and Bonnie are not dead. Obviously, we had Damon in most of the episode as like, Elena was taking herbs to see him, visualise him. So, like, we did get him. He was in there. It was like, get in there. We got Damon. But then again, you always had that lingering. Is it just like a vision from Elena because she's taking herbs? But now we've got it confirmed that they're somewhere. And they're not in a bad place, clearly. They're not in the other side, mate, where Cole and everyone was dying, getting sucked into the abyss. They've got a chilling log cabin house, mate. He's dressed in his lumberjack clothes, frying pancakes, you know, putting smiley faces on it, reading papers. Him and Bonnie chilling like a married couple. Absolutely love it, mate. I said in the last season, let's get a Bonnie and Damon friendship, like, banter episode here going in season 6, and looks like we might have it here. Good friendship going. Like you said, we watched that thing. What did they call it? BAMON? Is that what it is? BAMON? Mate, get that going. I really love Bonnie and Damon together. Who would have thought? Yeah, season 1 when we was introduced to Bonnie and introduced to Damon, how much she hated them. Do you remember? She literally hated them. What was the season now where there was a fire? Was it the and she zoomed it away and he ran down and come out, and then she was like, if you ever do anything like this again, yeah, I'm gonna come after you. She even set Damon on fire, didn't she, when Caroline attacked someone or whatever? She poured petrol on him, he's burning him. Now look at them, best buds, mate. It's like they're a married couple. I literally love it. The progression has been so good. I was saying just a second ago, I feel like Caroline's gonna have a massive impact on this season. She seems to be the glue that's holding them all together, well, trying to be the glue that's holding them all together, because we've seen Elena, she's on the edge, isn't she? She's tipping back and forth. She can't really handle it. She's just asked Alaric to compel her to forget that she never loved Damon. I mean, Alaric has got abilities like the originals. How mental is that? Honestly, because I watch quite a lot of things in these series and I'm back in. Have I missed it? This Alaric transition? Was it really obvious, or is it just new to us that we got it this episode? Because, like I said, when I seen him first drinking the blood and his eyes transition earlier on, I was like, boom, mate. whenever he transitioned, that went over my head. I didn't even notice it. And now he's like really strong and can compel people. It's mental. We've got Tyler as well. He looks like he's willing to live. I think lives into him as well. Me, like, not gonna lie. Alaric said to him, she's not into you, but I think she is. After looking at that, he's stressing out though. Like he said, 4 months ago, mate, he had all the powers in the world. He's one of the strongest beings in the planet. Now he's just a regular guy with loads of anger inside him. Still got the werewolf gene. If it was me, yeah, I know people obviously disagree, say it all the time, but I would go and kill someone, me. I'd want to be immortal. I literally would. It seems to be everybody that is immortal, though, seems to dislike it. Alaric said he don't like it. Elena said she didn't like it. But then when she found out that she was in love and she could spend eternity with someone that she loves, then she started loving it. Caroline is the best perfect prime example. She's a beast. It's improved her. You know, she's got the best out of it. She doesn't go around killing people. She uses it for good. Caroline's got it all under control. She's a prime example of like somebody who's transitioned and getting the benefits from it. Obviously, you get other people, like you see the negative side effects in most people. But if you can get it down to a T like Caroline, boom, she's on it. And with Tyler, he transition over and just do it every full moon, you know. Like, I'm sure he's got it under control, didn't he? He learned to do it more and more, how to transition out of it, affect himself better. You know, he's done it. He's got that knowledge. He's been a wolf before, you know. He can prep for it. So I would do it. Get me strength back, get me speed back. And to me, in real life, if it's kind of like if someone said, I don't know, let's say, I'm going to give you 5 million, yeah. But 3 times a year, yeah, you're going to get locked up and they're all going to, I don't know, like, batter you, you know? I'd be like, you know what, worth it, mate. Give me 5 mil every year for everyone to batter me every 3 times a year. Let's do it. You know, it's just one of those things. You get all the benefits of life, and then for 3 days of your life, you have a crap time. You know, I think it's worth it anyway. But I enjoyed the introduction to this season. I think it was definitely different. It was a good dabble in each character and how they've been affected by the ending of last season. You know, Jeremy, he's gone off on one. He's drinking now. He's just like he can't really find like a purpose. He's in denial that Bonnie's gone, and he's just on the edge. Matt's the one that's trying to. He's being the kind of glue for him. Matt, he's like the dad. You know, he's coming down saying, "Stop playing your Xbox. You know, get outside." Yeah, he's cleaning up the house while he's off on one. It was lucky that the sheriff hid the bite off that girl, and what's happening to her? You know, because Matt found her. Sorry. Matt found her. She said take her to the hospital. Then he must have, because she had a bandage on her neck next time we seen her. But then he like took her back to her car, but she's saying that he kidnapped her. He ran off. She ran off, ran into Caroline. She said she never trust anyone. Then ran into Caroline, turned around, and then it finished. You know, well, that part of that storyline finished for this episode. So is Caroline gonna? I mean, she's definitely gonna compel her to forget. But what we're going to do, I think that there's a potential of a few characters that are going to be in the story, you know, coming into this season, which excites me. More characters, more fun, more action. Is the person that Stefan with currently, is she going to be in it a new character? Is that girl that Matt took, is she going to be a new character? That's 2. And then we're going to get a full season of 2 characters of Liv and Luke. So that's 4. Maybe Enzo coming in for a full season. That's 5. Got Rick back. 6. You know what I mean? Suddenly, boom. Good cast. Loads of new people. Very exciting. So I can't wait to jump into the next episode. Did enjoy today's. Like the start of the introduction. Going through the polls. Watching the video for the last one. It's been great. Thanks very much everyone for checking out today's video. If you did enjoy it, please smash the like on the button. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you for clicking on my video. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.